Hi everyone, welcome to the next video from our kitchen item series. I'm from Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford, using Castle Arts Soft Touch pencils. We have three pretty looking items to colour today. I'm thinking I might start with the florals. They look nice, and then we'll sort of move on after that to other things. So I'm just looking at my pinks. I'm going to do this one in pink, I think, and I want to use the grenadine light. I've just got to find it in my pencils. They're not all turned with the names the right way. There we go. So oops, grenadine light for our first one. I need to sharpen it, I haven't used it much. And I'm going to do the flowers on this very front pot here. Now, my husband has been fiddling with my camera settings, and he has changed the light settings to have a sort of white bias, and he thinks that it's producing a better picture, in the sense of it looks whiter rather than grey, because it has been looking quite grey. So we're hoping that it's going to improve things a little bit. It's very difficult for me to tell in my little recording window whether it's making a huge difference until I actually properly, and also we did a little bit of experimental filming. It's really difficult to tell until you actually make a proper video whether it's very different. But hopefully it'll make things a little better, because the colour's a little more realistic for you. But we'll see what happens. He just fiddled with one little setting, so I don't know if it's going to make a massive difference. Okay, what I thought would do the centres and these dots in a different colour. Let's just make a bit of space. Let me just put my pencil down. I'm thinking I want a darker colour. I'm having a look. I'm thinking the Bengal Rose Deep might be good. It's actually next to it in the box. It's one I haven't used yet either. It's got a very square end, that's how I can tell. I've not got good memory. I can't remember which of the 120 I've used. Wow, that would be a good memory, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to do some flat colouring here of all these little circles, and then we'll think about a background. I'm thinking maybe a slightly purpley blue. I'm rather keen on the cornflower blue. It might be a bit dark, but I could use it lightly. I'll have a look in a minute. I wonder what would be in a jar like this. I sound like who would live in a house like this? Anyone from the UK might know that reference. Lloyd Grossman in what's the name of the programme? Through the Keyhole, that's right. So here's the cornflower blue. I think we've used it before, but I can't. That's okay. Sorry, I've got to wipe my nose. It just decides to start running as I begin recording. Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to use it quite lightly in this space. So I'm going to use it on its side slightly. Hold the pencil a little bit further down the barrel and just go a bit more slowly. And you can see I can just put it down in quite a light layer. I just really like this sort of tone of colour. And it is pretty when it's more intense, and my plan is to make it a little bit darker and put it here and here. But just keeping it light here, it's taking a bit of concentration. I don't normally have to concentrate this hard just to do a light layer. Perhaps it's because it's early. I have been doing some colouring already today though. Okay, so at each end of here, I want this more intense anyway. I'm going to really layer it up. You can see it actually looks like a different colour. And then fade it towards the middle and do the same here. Yeah, I've been colouring a page from Maria Trolley book this morning. I've got a copy of Moon Valley, which I was gifted. I've done a flip through for you already, and the pages are unbelievably thick, but it's so smooth. I was a little bit worried that with such smooth paper it wouldn't take lots of layers. I haven't done millions and zillions of layers. I've done 2 or 3 or 4 layers maybe, and it's certainly taken that, and I'm using Derwent pencils on this particular page and it's going down very well. So that's rather nice. And yeah, now the lines, these lines, I'd quite like to use one of the colours I've used already. Let's try the grenadine light, but try pressing, layering up a bit more, so it's a bit darker. I should have faded it a bit towards the middle and I didn't. And then for the lid, we use the Bengal Rose Deep, and we'll use this a bit darker. It's got these lines on. Not really sure what that is all about. I think I'm going to do it in 2 layers, so I'm going to do the bottom first. In fact, I might just put a layer of colour all over it, just a light layer, and have a think. I'm thinking, is that bit sticking out? This sort of line? I'm thinking maybe it is, and therefore maybe it would be more shadowy under here, and then fade up towards that line, maybe? Also a bit dark on the edges. And then maybe that just a bit dark on the edges. I'm not sure if that's quite right, but it's pretty. I'm not really sure how well this pink goes with this pink, because that's more of a salmony pink and this is more of a purpley pink, but never mind. It's done now. It's not my fault they made that jar look like that. I'm just colouring it. Right, we have this what looks to me like a rose on this one. I'm thinking these are leaves, and so we've got the flower here and lots of leaves here. Let's do the flower first. I'm thinking I'd quite like a peachy, corally quite cut. Like, I think I'll just grab the peach. Now this peach has got a different name on some sets. On some sets it's called Flesh Deep. So they've changed their name for obvious reasons. But if you've got an older set, then yours will have the other name. So I just let you know. So I'm going to take the middle one and try and go a bit deeper around the edge than in the middle. So it might be the other way. And now what I'm going to do is try to make it a little bit lighter towards the edge of each petal. They are small. If you can't cope, just do plain colouring. And it is a printed design, to be honest, so it probably wouldn't look that three-dimensional, but it's just how I do roses. I just make them darker in that bit and lighter to the tip. Now I'm thinking I want to do this jar green. I'm going to make it a lighter green and then make the leaves a little bit darker. So I'm going to do the leaves first. There's our rose. I might do this bit in this colour actually. Like that. What about the lid? This handle, knob. Yeah. Not very decisive this morning. I didn't sleep very well actually. I got told off by my friend Mary because I messaged her at 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing awake? Yeah, it was a tricky night. I think it was partly, I'm going to use the oxide of chrome for the leaves to do with the fact that I was absolutely freezing cold. Now it's June and it's getting really hot, but husband said, oh, we don't need the bedspread on the bed. Now normally it's on there, but I just push it down onto my feet and my feet always get cold. Even when I'm having a huge hot flush, my feet don't get warm. And it was my feet that were cold. I didn't have this bedspread on. I'm going to put it on tonight. Now I should have thought, I don't know what it is. You're lying in bed, you can't sleep, you're cold, But you know the bedspread isn't on the bed, but somehow your brain doesn't go, look, just get up and put it on the bed. What is that? I just kept thinking, oh, if I pull the covers around a bit tighter, I'll get warm in a minute and all this sort of thing. In the end, I picked up my tablet for a bit. And as I say, I had a quick chat with my friend, not very long, and looked at a few things and then tried to go back to sleep. But I think I did go back to sleep, but not for very long. I'm going to make this one dark to sort of match in with the leaves. And then we'll use a lighter one. Just fade it towards the middle like that. And hopefully it will add some shape to our jar. I'm thinking cookie jar. Don't know. So I'm going to use the cadmium green. This is my favourite colour for this one. I'm sorry, that was a bit fleeting, wasn't it? You have to be quick. There you are. Now you can read it. So I'm going to put a light layer all over. Now I'm not going to worry about the leaves. I'm going to colour over them because they're darker. It'll be fine. Some people would be more precise and not want to do that, but I'm not worried about that. I think if I do it over all of them, they'll look the same anyway, so it's fine. Don't colour over the petals. That will change the colour. I don't want to do that, but colouring over the leaves, it just makes it so much easier. And then I want to add some shape to my jar, so I'm going to make it darker here. So basically just layer up a bit more colour, and then that's there. So all the way down the edge with a bit more colour. You may want to make sure it's quite sharp, because then it gets more into the tooth of the paper. And just bring that in a bit. There we go. There is our cookie jar, is what I'm thinking it is. Now we have a jug in the background, and I'm really thinking white and blue striped would be nice. And we've done that already though. But should we do it again? I really want to. I really want to. Should I? Should I do it again? Yeah. I'm going to use the ultramarine first for the darker stripes. Now, like on the jar, I can't get this to run, let's just sharpen it. I want to make it darker on the edges so that I can give it the illusion of some shape. I can do that better now with a darker pencil. I'm struggling to see today. I need to get these magnifying glasses. I didn't want to get them because I saw some good and bad reviews of them. And so I didn't get them, but I don't even know if they are still selling them in the place where I saw them. I saw them in Wilko. They're a sort of JVC product. I think in the UK you'll know what I mean. And you wear them over the top of your normal glasses, which is what I need, because obviously you can't just replace glasses with magnifying lenses, because I won't be able to see everything else. So I thought they looked really useful. But I don't know. Right, my other stripe, I don't want to keep it white. On the other jars that we did, we made it slightly grey, so it looked like it was white, but sort of shadowy. I think we'll do something different this time. I'm just looking at the colours that I've used. I think I'm going to use the cobalt blue as my other stripes. It's actually going to be blue striped rather than being white. If you want it white, do so. I'm just trying to find the right pencil. Where are you? There you are. Do leave it white and use like video 4, which was called Strawberries. We did that, so you can go back and have a look at that if you want to do it just white and see how I did it. But we're going to use the cobalt blue just to put in a blue stripe. So just like with this one, I'm going to fade it. But I'm going to try and keep this light, so I'm not going to layer it up too much. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that rim bit. Think about that in a minute. I like jugs. Is that weird that I like jugs? I've got four jugs. Can't even count. I've got a fairly large one which I use for milk when I make cups of tea, for my teapot, because my kids used to love really milky tea. So just trying to make that a bit darker under there. And I think we'll do the lip in the ultramarine. Could leave it white, but because we've got a white background, I think it's nice to colour it a little bit. I might just do it a bit lighter, but I don't know. And then I've got a smaller white jug, which I also used to use for tea, but also can use it for runny cream. I've got 2 runny cream jugs because I used to be a vegan and now I'm lactose intolerant. I know that isn't the ultramarine bit, I'm just putting some shadow in. I would have a oat cream or something like that. So I'm thinking about this. So I have a separate jug. I'm really unsure. I quite liked it when we did it in quite a creamy colour right at the beginning with the terracotta pot, but I don't want to make it the same as that, so I think we're going to have to put some colour in. And I'm looking at the colours I've used. I don't really want to use yellow or red. I think it'll be a bit too brash. And we've got peachy, so we could possibly do a bit of orange or browns. What about some sort of, what about, I'm going to try a burnt sienna. It's a bit out there. I don't know if it's going to work. And I'm going to use that for the main bit of the fabric, but just gently. I don't want a really dark. I just want it to look, I don't know, slightly orangey, reddish, brownish. I think it will just match all the colours that we've got going on. There we go. Now I'm going to have to try and make the shelf look really different because I'm going to use this for the shelf as well. But look how much darker. And I think it will look like it's a different colour, even though it isn't. Let's put a bit of shadow in there. There we go. So we want a dark line here. A bit less for the rest of it. I don't know why I like to put the ends a bit darker. Sure they wouldn't be really. Now we've got this little V. I'm thinking I'm just going to go for some green gold. That. There we go. Now I want to use a bit of grey. I'm going to use the cool grey deep to just put a bit of shadow in. Now I did forget on one of them to do this. Yeah, I've done it on all of them but one. So I'm just putting a bit along the edge of here. So basically just a little line of the grey. I could have used a dark green, and here I could have used a dark blue, but I think grey stands out just a little more. There. It's not massive, but I think it does make a difference, but maybe that's just me. But there we go. There is our flowery pots, I think I'm going to call that, or flowery jug. I don't know. Never mind. I'll think of something. But there we are for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and tune in tomorrow for some very pretty looking flowers and another coffee pot. Yet another coffee pot. But thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and happy colouring.